Aloha everyone. It's not going to be a super long video. We're having a heat wave. I just wanted to show you this. I want to thank, I'm not going to say who it did, but my last video, I just want to thank the 5 people that donated to Paul and I to help get our car fixed, because that flashing thing is something to do with my all-wheel drive, and it's come on now, and that's my ABS. And so it goes in the mechanic to get the brakes done on Tuesday. Brakes all around, because Paul didn't bought the back brakes, and so it's one of those things where he used some of the money too that was donated to get parts like rotors and brake pads for the back brakes, but we're hoping it's not our calipers, because this wasn't happening, right? So anyhow, sorry, I got people around here, so I'm sitting in this fucking hot as fucking hell. Anyways, excuse my language. I just wanted to thank everyone, and hey, you know what? Then we get our windshield replaced on Thursday. So, and the brakes all around will get done, and we're hoping it's not the calipers, and we don't know what this is, because this just started after I made that video. So I really apologize. Anyways, my brain's not burning because it's really hot, but it's just been, we have a heat wave going. It's going to be even worse tomorrow in the next few days. It's hotter right now, but it's not as bad right now because it's later. But I just wanted, I apologize that I hadn't made a video, because I was working through some stuff. I've been dealing with some family stuff and different stuff, and I don't want to come on here and be discouraging. This is kind of an update video, because I wanted to thank the people, right? But I know everything, you know what? Any gift of love is appreciated. I'm well aware that we all have our own struggles, and it's getting harder. And when I said in the last video, when I said it seems a little better in the States, I didn't mean that in an offensive way whatsoever, because depending on where you live in the United States, it's not better, right? So I hope nobody took offense to that. So yeah, it just depends where you live, right? Some places a little bit more affordable, like gas wise, but out in California it's crazy, and bigger cities, and just different things. And and I also didn't want to make a video when I'm dealing with stuff, like if I'm really, really depressed, and then, or I'm angry. I don't want to bitch and moan. I want to be encouraging. Anyways, I just wanted to thank people and show. I don't even know. That's our all-wheel drive that's flashing. Flashing is a good thing, apparently. Paul Googled it, right? If it wasn't flashing, yeah. But again, he's like, I hope it's not the calipers, because. So there's other things that we need to get to use back tires, and we gotta get the tune-up done. That's like 5 to 6 hours of mechanic work. But yeah, we've got the cheaper windshield guide coming on Thursday. He does it right, on site, and then going to our mechanic. His rates didn't go up. He's still $80 an hour. So for the brakes, but I'm just hoping that doesn't find anything, because now this comes on. It's like, oh gosh, what's going on? Because my ABS and my ESC is coming on when I brake, and then that flashing thing, which is got to do with our all-wheel drive, and right next to it, when I turn on the car, everything shuts off. It's next to it says AWD, so all-wheel drive, right? So I don't know if things are off balance. I don't know if there's calipers. We don't know. So, and we gotta get an oil change. But there's some things that we can do by winter. It's already almost the middle of August. But I want to thank everyone, because this car has got to be it's got to be roadworthy to go see my grandchild when he's born, end of August, which my daughter's wishing that it would be sooner, because it's hot. We're having a heat wave here in Ontario, and she's in Toronto, and it's hot, but she's got AC, so she's like, but the last trimester, she goes, I feel like a beached whale, and I'm like, she's not as big as she was with her first child 10 years ago, but when my first child, I was much bigger than my second and my third, just because I had have other kids and running around, it's a normal weight. She looks really great and healthy. So anyway, and but yeah, so anyways, and also in that video too, I totally didn't, like I said, I totally didn't plan on talking about that. I said to Paul, after I'm done, reading scripture and stuff, perhaps I will, I might ask if I feel led to, but I don't, you know, but it just ended up the way it ended up, right? So, anyways, my hair looks just wonderful, eh? It's called heat wave hair. Anyways, I am 5 minutes now. Okay. Grace and peace to all. Great job, the holy kiss. I wanted to give the thanks to I won't say people's names because people like to do that anonymously. They don't want, but I want to thank everyone. I want to thank anyone who's ever donated. Okay, like every gift of love, like it's appreciated. Um, and I know that in Paul and I, our lives, and we've given to the brethren too, over the years, where we could and when we could, right? And you know, and sometimes all you got is $20 you can send. Cool. Hey, it's a what it is a sacrificial love offering gift out of the cheerful giving heart, not like the church the church days when they take up that you have to do your tithe, and then they take up. I went to go to one church for a very short period of time. It was my friend's church, and I went to it. He was taking up. It was a small church. One service, he took up 5 different offerings during that service, and it's like, dude, one offering's enough. Okay, like now you're just fleecing your flock. You had a nice car. Meanwhile, with friends that took Paul and I to church, they were driving you could almost put your foot through the floor. It's like you're giving everything to your pastor in this church, and he's driving a nice car, and his wife. You guys are like, you're gonna be the Fred Flintstone shortly. Like, anyway, they left that church eventually, but I mean, it was some of it was like just fleecing the flock. Like, holy smokes. That's not. Then it was emotional, and people feel guilty. Oh, I don't, and that's not how Paul, encourages us. He admonishes us to be a cheerful giver, and so I just wanted, and I want you to know that I'm thankful, and Paul's thankful, and Paul's doing better. I put some community posts. Thank you for everyone who's been praying for us and praying for him. He's on meds now. He's on a beta blocker and a blood thinner again, and he's got an appointment with a new heart doctor because his old one is out of town. But also, he's so full, he's not taking, he kind of wrote him off. In that video, I said I thought his heart problems were healed. Or the one in the Burns video, my second last one. Apparently, the AFib, his atrial fibrillation, it was laying low key. Apparently, I'm wondering, when he went on his fishing trip with his buddy, he's doing a lot of strenuous stuff and his chronic pain issues and like sleeping on an air mattress and because I'm like, he didn't have any problems. And then when he came back from that fishing trip, that's started getting some issues, and then just all of a sudden. So I'm like, did you, might have been strenuous on him. Because his buddy of 40 years, he didn't realize exactly how bad a pain Paulie's in. Because he's watched him, right? I mean, his buddy's got heart problems. And he's my age. Paul's 2 years older than me. But his buddy, Rich, is my age, but he's got some heart problems too. It's old age, right? But that was just kind of through for a loop. So now he's doing better. He's stabilized on the meds. So, because that was a scare. Because it's like, oh, here we go. And the ER at our hospital is our pain doctor called the hospital, and she knew the doctor, and she got him in. Because I haven't made a video, right, since my last video. I made a community post, but she sent him into a letter, and I took him to ER. She goes, this is going to fast track you, and it did. He was able to get in within 4 hours, but the nurse said, he goes, the place is packed. And the nurse said, well, at least, you know what? It's packed here, but it's better than last night, because last night was an 18-hour waiting list in the ER. 18 hours. That's why people drop dead in the ERs here in Canada, depending. Like, we need a second hospital in the city. We have tripled in size since we moved here 20 years ago, and it's ridiculous. Like, an 18-hour waiting list, plus, like, there's only, like, one doctor on for 150,000 people in the city. Like, really? One ER doctor? No, really. Really understaffed. Anyways, because doctors and nurses are leaving Kazakhstan because they're not getting paid. They get paid $33 per visit in family doctors and pain doctors. The government pays $33. Those of you that know that number, I thought that was fascinating when my pain doctor told me what they pay them. I didn't say, like, about the number 33, but I thought, not interesting. Anyways, I love you all very much. I'll be back with scripture video. I just wanted to make this video, and because I'm starting to get like heart flutters because it's hot in this car, and I've been getting that lately too. So just because stress and whatever. But again, much love to you, and I will come back with something encouraging. And thank you for everyone for praying for us in all the different ways. And I've worked out in my heart with my children. I won't get into detail. Yeah, just something with my oldest son. Yeah, yeah, not talking anymore at all. It just whatever. And sadly, I'll just keep praying for him. And then there was just some stuff going on with my youngest daughter and different things, but that's been rectified. Anyways, it's always it's always something. Anyways, okay, grace and peace. It's been 10 minutes of me yip yapping, and I would read something, but it's just too hot, and I got my bag of tricks in here, and I can't even go sit by my tree over here because there's my neighbor's roommate and his buddy are sitting out here drinking. So, and it's hot outside anyways. But I'm on my second video and reading the house. I'm be able to brush my hair before I do. All right. Okay. Love you all very much, and thank you again, guys. Okay, and I'll let you guys know what the hell this flashing thing is. That freaks me out, man. Like, why is it flashing? Like all my wheels. Teresa, she's an 18-year-old, 2007. That's like 70 in human years. She and I creak and grow in the same days. All right, talk to you again soon.